転んだら立てばいい。つまずく石を学べばいい。日本を失敗できない国にしない。それもまた私たちのミッションだと思う。人類の未来に月は欠かせない。やるべきことは無限にある。未来を誰かに委ねるのではなく、自分たちで未来を作る。そのために月に着陸し、月面を探査する。いつか人は月に住めるようになる。その成功の途中に私たちはいる。次行きます。
My expectation from the landing was more to see the faces and the reaction of the team in the operation center.
ちょっとしばらく何が起こったのかよくわからなかったんですけど、
全体的にすごいうまくいっていたので、最後の最後でちょっと失敗してしまって、すごい残念な気持ちにはなりました。
思い描いてたイメージがなくなってしまったということで、いろんな感情が出てきたんですけれども、一番残念がってていいはずの袴田さんがそこまで残念がっていないんですね。
For me and most of the team, we already had a mindset of never giving up. We're already working on the next project.
みんなちょっとショックだったでしょうけど、一回やったから次はもっとうまくやれるっていうような気持ちはあったと思います。
M1 の失敗の後に1ヶ月ぐらいしてこういう対策をすればいいんだっていうところをしっかり出してくるチームっていうのがものすごく頼りになるっていうふうに感じて、このチームはいけるっていうすごくポジティブな気持ちが出てきました。
How do we do this again? How can we make it better? How do we test it better? How do we ensure that the next mission is going to be a success? It's that kind of thinking that for me means resilience inside ispace.
地道にその問題を分析して紐解いて、一個一個地道に解決していく、諦めないで一歩一歩進んでいくっていうのがレジリエンスだと思ってます。
レジリエンスイコールアイスペースそのものかなというふうに思ってます。すぐに切り替えて、次のミッションに向けて、動き出すっていうところが、大事なのかなと。
個人のレジリエンスみたいな気持ちは重要だと思いますけど、やっぱりプロジェクトであって会社であるので、やっぱりチーム一丸とならないとそれは達成できないかなと思います。
やめないからやりますって言ってて、じゃあ自分たちもやりますみたいな気持ちになるのが大きいかなと思ってます。
月面着陸ギリギリまではいけたと。我々の技術、やってきたことは正しかったということで、もうすでに袴田さんの目が次のミッションに行ってるというのをすごく感じました。
I think resilience really is an act of faith in our ability to grow, to adapt, to overcome. It drives, it's a force that drives innovation.
One of ispace's unique advantages is that we can innovate.
今回我々はランダーを作って月にまでその可能性を広げていくと。これは人間の活動範囲を広げる。
人類を月に持っていくとか、初めて行ってみる突破口を開く、必ず誰かがやらなきゃいけなくて、それこそまさにアイスペースの仕事じゃないかなと思っています。
Everyone from different backgrounds, different industries, different countries, in all three of those offices bring something different, but we're always collaborating, and I think we can make a very successful result.
The moon is not just a destination. I think it's really like a proving ground for ispace mission.
We are excited about the steps we are taking to be a part of lunar infrastructure. That's my contribution to creating a better planet for my kids and their kids and your kids and everybody else.
Once we make that first soft landing, I think that internally, all of our crew and all of our engineers and all the entire company is going to have the confidence to move forward, knowing that we can do this.
Resilience.
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 Three, two, one. Ignition. ispace, resilience, separation confirmed.
There it goes. You can see Resilience slowly moving away from Falcon 9's second stage as it begins its journey to the moon.
Welcome to the live streaming event for ispace's Hakuto-R Mission 2 Venture Moon Lunar Landing. This event will be conducted in Japanese, but you can enjoy the live broadcast by accessing ispace's official YouTube channel. Enjoy the live broadcast in Japanese on the Hakuto-R channel, and for simultaneous English interpretation, go to the ispace channel.
For English interpretation of our live stream, please access the ispace YouTube channel or ispace-inc.com/landing.
I'll be your MC for today's event, Kevin Zaleski from ispace PR, and I'm Riko Shintaku from ispace IR. Thank you all for joining us today. So Riko, landing day is finally here. It really is, Kevin. I believe everyone is, but I'm half nervous and half thrilled. I can't wait. I know exactly what you mean. With this anticipation and excitement in the air, we're thrilled to bring you the most exciting moment of Mission 2 live tonight. After launching in January 2025 and spending nearly 5 months traveling through space, ispace's Resilience lander and Tenacious rover are now on the verge of achieving Japan's first and Asia's first privately led lunar landing. For those of you joining us for the first time, allow me to give a brief introduction to ispace. ispace is a global company engaged in lunar exploration. Our vision, expand our planet, expand our future, reflects our mission to harness space for the benefit of humanity so that people on Earth can continue to live prosperous lives into the future. We aim to expand the sphere of human activity into space and create a sustainable lunar economy. To begin, we're offering reliable payload transportation services, that is, delivering customers' payloads to the moon and providing lunar surface data. What truly sets ispace apart is our global presence. While today's broadcast is from Japan, we also have offices in Denver, Colorado in the United States and Luxembourg in Europe. With a team of approximately 300 members across these three locations, we continue to grow as a global enterprise. Our first commercial lunar exploration program consists of two missions. Mission 1, which attempted a lunar landing in April 2023, unfortunately did not succeed. However, we've applied the lessons learned from that mission to prepare for today's second landing attempt. Mission 2 includes not only a lunar landing, but also plans for lunar exploration using our own in-house developed rover. And that is not all. Team Driver Commercial Mission 1 will deliver NASA payloads from the Apex 1.0 lander developed by our U.S. subsidiary, iSpace US, to lunar orbit and the lunar surface. TDCM-1 will contribute to the U.S. Artemis program through this mission. All right. Today's live stream is coming to you from Otemachi, just a short distance from the Hakuto-R Mission Control Center in Nihonbashi, Tokyo. We are broadcasting from Rising Square, a venue provided by Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation, one of the official partners of Hakuto-R. As you can see, we're joined here by a wide range of people who support iSpace, corporate partners, clients, representatives from government and financial institutions, members of the space industry, and of course our employees. It's truly a gathering of what we might call the iSpace ecosystem. We have a total of around 550 people here tonight, and despite the late hours, the energy in this room is incredible. Everyone, are you ready for the lunar landing? Thank you. Wow, that's amazing. I really can't wait to celebrate a successful landing with all of you. The expected landing time is less than an hour from now at 4:17 a.m. Today we're scheduled to reach milestone Success 9, completion of the landing sequence, which refers to the lunar landing itself. As for the subsequent milestone Success 10, stable operations on the lunar surface, it may take some time to confirm after the landing. Depending on the situation, the announcement may be made after the live event concludes. But first, let's check in with the Mission Control Center. The Resilience lander, currently on its way to the moon, is being operated from the Hakuto-R Mission Control Center, MCC, in Nihonbashi, Tokyo. As you can see in the live footage, the iSpace team is actively preparing for the landing. As you can see, everyone seems quite nervous. Yes, the MCC crew in Nihonbashi is already fully focused and in mission mode. Also, during the landing, we may hear live audio updates from MCC. If any English announcements come through, the venue speakers will jump in and explain them for you. So stay tuned. Additionally, the Resilience lander is about to perform a maneuver to leave lunar orbit. The preparations for today's landing have actually been underway at the MCC for several days already. Now let's hear from the MCC crew to better understand what's coming up in the next hour as the lander makes its final approach to the moon.
Hi everyone, I am Angel Milagro, the M2 Mission Director, and we are here today in the Hakuto-R Mission Control Center, or MCC as we call it. Today we will monitor from here the landing attempt of M2.
Hi, my name is Janelle Wellens, and I'm the Deputy Mission Director for Mission 2, who will be your flight director on landing day here inside the Hakuto-R Mission Control Center. We start from 24 hours before the automated descent actually begins. In this 24 hours, we're going to have 3 shifts doing 3 distinct different jobs. The first 2 shifts are going to be focused on making sure that our lander is prepared for the autonomous descent. This includes determining our velocity and position with some uncertainty so that we can give that to the lander prior to it making its own decisions after that autonomous point begins. These 2 shifts will also be responsible for power-saving activities, and they will also be preparing our fuel tanks to make sure their temperatures and pressures are ready for this final burn. After these first 2 shifts are able to sign off that our lander status is doing great, the final shift takes over for the landing. We begin 8 hours before the autonomous sequence kicks off and use those final orbit determination products to upload a command sequence and other products that will allow our spacecraft to have the best chance at landing. Once these products are uploaded, they will be reviewed extensively by the engineers who are sitting in this room in what we call the descent review meeting. At this point in time, we will start to generate a burn plan, which details the landing site and all of the other parameters that have to do with it that our engineers can verify before we move forward. After this point, we will have what is called the authority to proceed. It's our final go, no go, where every console in this room will have to let me know verbally if we are going to be all systems go for landing.
Thank you to everyone at MCC. We're counting on you and rooting for you. Yes, and just to repeat, the ispace lander is about to perform a maneuver to leave lunar orbit, which is phase 1. There may be an announcement after this critical operation, so let's continue to keep a close watch. As announced earlier, Resilience has already performed the lunar orbit departure maneuver. We'll be monitoring the phase 1 and departure from orbit, so let me take a moment to explain what those mean. The landing process is provided into 6 phases, and in the very first phase, the lander fires its thrusters briefly. That deceleration causes the spacecraft's orbit around the moon to gradually drop. Through that deceleration, the lander descends from lunar orbit and gradually approaches the moon's surface. After departing from orbit, Resilience continues to approach the lunar surface, descending from an altitude of 100 to approximately 20 kilometers. This marks the start of landing phase 2, cruise descent. Yes, that's exactly right. We'll take a closer look at the upcoming landing phases later on, but as mentioned earlier, the lander has already entered its autonomous guidance process following a pre-programmed sequence. In other words, from this point on, the ispace team will not manually control the lander. Instead, they will monitor the status as it proceeds toward landing. There was announced, DOI confirmed. So that means that the lunar orbit departure maneuver has been successfully executed. This has been confirmed, so that is going smoothly. Thank you very much. Now, during tonight's event, the Mission Control Center will be using real-time data called telemetry, which is transmitted directly from the Resilience lander to help visualize and explain the lander's current status in an easy-to-understand format. This screen you're looking at is a visualization of telemetry data received from the lander. Please note that some of the data is still pending and will be received later. Once confirmed, and we will provide updates in this format again. Wow, there's a lot of information here so that our viewers can follow along on their own. Could you give us a quick user guide or how to read this display? Absolutely. First, in the two circles in the upper right corner, the numbers show resilience's current altitude above the lunar surface and its velocity. As for the altitude, it will be displayed once the data has been received later on. Below that, you can see the estimated time remaining until landing. Please note that this is subject to change based on data received from the lander, so we ask that you view it as a reference only. I see. So that means the live data from the lander is being reflected on the screen, right? The countdown to landing is just for reference then. I'm really looking forward to seeing the altitude display. It really adds to the sense of realism. Exactly. It helps you picture the situation more clearly. Just below that, we're also displaying the thruster status of resilience. The large circular shape represents the main thruster, and next to it, you can see the status of the 6 assist thrusters. These thrusters will fire or stop depending on the landing phase. When thruster is firing, it lights up blue. We'll explain more about this screen as we go along. Okay. And now, we'd like to take a moment to hear a message from one of our very special guests who has joined us here in person today. We're honored to welcome none other than Mr. Hiroshi Yamakawa, President of the JAXA, Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. Mr. Yamakawa, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I am Hiroshi Yamakawa, President of JAXA. I thought quite a bit about my speech, but I'm overwhelmed by your passion at the moment. First of all, I would like to offer words of congratulations to everyone who has been working so hard to welcome this day. CEO and founder, Mr. Hakamada, and everyone at ispace, everyone associated to this event. Up until today, I know all of you made hard effort to come to this point. And many missions and projects we have undertaken at JAXA. We have welcomed many guests like this, so I understand how you feel right now, quite nervous and thrilled and excited, I'm sure, but at the same time, very excited and passionate about what's going to happen. I feel the same. I'm so looking forward to this. And I have a chance to speak with you. I speak with everyone in the industry every week, and lots of people from all over the world, and lots of people talk about your venture, your project, this Hakuto-R event or project. I'm so looking forward to what's going to happen today. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Yamakawa.
And what makes today's landing event even more special is that we're connected to 3 global venues. In addition to our venue here in Otemachi, Tokyo, we're also connected with ispace's offices in Luxembourg and Denver, Colorado, as well as in Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States. First, let's start our live check-ins. First up in Luxembourg. This year marks the 20th anniversary of Luxembourg joining the European Space Agency, and a special commemorative event is being held today. So today's event is hosted by the Luxembourg Space Agency, LSA, and many are watching to cheer on the Resilience lander and the Tenacious rover developed in Luxembourg as they prepare for landing. The Tenacious rover heading to the moon was developed by ispace's European office with the support of LSA, and if today's landing succeeds, it will become the first European rover to drive on the lunar surface. Many VIPs, including representatives from the Luxembourg government and the European Space Agency, are watching the Resilient lander's descent in person at the venue. And today we are hearing comments from three distinguished guests. First is the CEO of the Luxembourg Space Agency, Mr. Marc Serres, and the Director of Commercialization, Industry and Competitiveness at the European Space Agency, ESA, Mr. Chiladi Najas, and then also the Dr. Julian Lamman, CEO of iSpace Europe.
Hello, everyone. How is the atmosphere in Luxembourg?
How's the atmosphere? Once again, come on, make some noise. There we go. Got to get it up there. Got to get it up there. Come on, come on, come on.
Wow, that is intense. Thank you so much. And then just what's new in space in Luxembourg and Europe?
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us from all over the world here in Luxembourg. This means a lot. We have several hundred people here in this movie theater and another movie theater behind me. And of course, everybody came here to witness the landing of Resilience, but also cheer for Tenacious. Tenacious has spent 5 months in space. It's really eager to stretch his legs and go for a ride on the moon. Tenacious means a lot to the crowd here. It was built in Luxembourg by our team, iSpace Europe. Shout out to iSpace Europe, please. And of course, to build a lunar rover in Luxembourg, the first lunar rover in Luxembourg, the first European-built rover to have gone into space. It takes a lot of talent, it takes a great team, also takes the support, trust, and I would say love from the European Space Agency and the Luxembourg Space Agency. And this is why I'm very happy to give the floor to Géraldine Nadja, Director of Commercialization at ESA, and then Marc Serres, CEO of the Luxembourg Space Agency.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Well, I can just say that ESA is extremely proud and thrilled to support iSpace Mission 2. We will provide, we provide ground services, we provide telemetry and tracking, which is essential infrastructure for lunar exploration operations. So we are very happy for that. I would like also to say that this is a very good example of how we can support new space actors in Europe, commercialization. This is, as you know, what we are really eager to do at ESA, and also to support eventually a sustainable European and Japanese presence on the moon. So this is really good. And last, I think Tenacious is hopefully a very successful technological achievement, but beyond the technology, it's also, once again, a symbol of the future of lunar exploration. So very happy to be with you.
Thank you, Geraldine.
So, of course, I'm very happy, and I think all the team is very happy to be here tonight and part of this really amazing event. It's a very emotional moment to be here and to be connected with you in Japan, to watch this memorable moment. As you heard, there is a lot of excitement, but at the same time, a lot of tension here. We are all sort of looking at what will happen now in a few minutes. This is not only, of course, this very important moment for iSpace, but I think for us it's also a way to celebrate a very good cooperation with another country, with Japan. I think this is something that is very close to our heart. We believe that cooperation is one of the component, the ingredients of success in space. And we have said it several times, this is difficult to go to space. And so this is a really remarkable achievement. Whatever happens, I think we would like here to very warmly congratulate iSpace and the teams behind, because this is an incredible achievement, doing what they have done just in 8 years. I think it's just exceptional, and so we are extremely proud as well to be here and to share these great moments with you.
Thank you so much. Let's do this.
Thank you very much to everyone in Luxembourg and to our entire iSpace Europe crew. 皆さん、ありがとうございます。
Thank you, everyone. Let me briefly summarize, what we just heard. So we heard that 750 people have gathered in Luxembourg to witness this historic moment, and there's great anticipation for future collaboration on commercial mission under international cooperation. And the ESA is supporting iSpace's mission 2 by providing ground station services, and emphasized that this mission is a powerful example of promoting commercial innovation and new space. Tenacious is not only a technological achievement, but also represents Europe's role in shaping the future of lunar exploration. And LSA has supported iSpace's challenge from an early stage, especially in the context of lunar exploration. And they mentioned also that the development of a Tenacious rover is the result of Luxembourg's robust space industry and strong international partnerships. Thank you, everybody in Luxembourg, and then go Tenacious. Right, thank you from myself too. And next, let's head over to our U.S. venue. In Washington, D.C., we've set up a public viewing event. So government officials, representatives from NASA and other space agencies based in Washington, and members of iSpace US are gathered to watch the M2 landing. Today we will be hearing from the following speakers: the NASA Office of International Interagency Relations and our Deputy Associate Administrator, Ms. Karen Fulstein, Commercial Spaceflight and Federation President, Mr. Dave Kabosa, and iSpace US Chairman, Mr.
Hello, everyone. Are you ready to land on the moon?
Are you ready to land on the moon?
Hey guys, we can't hear you. It's possible that you have to turn on your audio feed. Sorry about that.
少しちょっと音声がこちらには届いてないんですけれども。
はい、we can't hear you guys.
Oh,
yes,
we made a lot of noise too.
Please, Ron, go ahead.
Luxembourg set the stage for us, and we had to get a higher bar. So thanks, Julian, for that. But we all here. We got about 150 people, very, very excited people gathered here in Washington D.C. So let's all say hi. Ohio gozaimasu, everybody in Tokyo. Kevin-san and Shintako-san, can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh, super. So, like I said, we got a whole bunch of people here. We're all really, really excited. So far, we've been talking about the historic significance of the regolith transfer that we're going to do, and how innovative activities like that, innovative programs like the NASA CLIPS program is going to spark a commercial lunar market that's going to allow us to take off exponentially in our development of the moon, of our exploration of the moon, and that's going to lead to a significant permanent human presence on the moon for the benefit of all. And as you have already mentioned, I'm joined here by Karen Feldstein, NASA's Associate Administrator in the Office of International and Interagency Relations, and Dave Kabosa, the President of the Commercial Space Federation. And Karen, do you have some words you want to say to our global iSpace team, to people that are viewing from all around the world?
Love to. Thank you. First of all, greetings to Tokyo, and if you can hear us in Luxembourg, it is incredibly exciting to celebrate this moment together with our partners all over the world. We are so excited to see this mission today. You've talked about these big milestones. We are so proud at NASA of our CLIPS program and the stimulation we've given to creating this lunar economy and creating a predictable environment. So so important to operating at the moon. We have also inspired our president to propose for NASA the commercial Mars payload system as well to launch robotic precursor missions to the Martian surface. So on and on we go. We know now astronauts from Japan will walk with America on the surface of the moon through Artemis, and that we'll learn how to live and work together on another world. So we celebrate all of you, all of the amazing engineers and scientists watching tonight. Good luck, iSpace.
Thank you, Karen. Dave, would you like to add some words?
Thank you, Ron. The current golden age of space exploration didn't happen by chance. Advocates and policymakers in the United States and throughout the world have worked for decades to open space to commercial space exploration and public-private partnerships, just like we're watching today. We've worked for decades to commercialize and make space launch affordable. We've worked for decades, and to be honest, we're still working to ensure that commercial entities like iSpace can launch and operate safely in space through common sense policies, best practices, and reasonable regulations. We are stronger and can achieve more together with these dynamic public-private partnerships that leverage private investment and industry's innovation. Godspeed resilience.
All right, with that, back to you, Kevin-san, Dr. and Godspeed resilience, Godspeed tenacious. We're going to do this. All right.
Washington, D.C., thank you so much.
Right, thank you very much, everybody. We're out there in Washington, D.C. Here's what we just heard. So first, NASA is working to strengthen partnerships both domestically and internationally. One key example is the Artemis Accords, which now has around 50 signatory countries. Japan was among the first 8 nations to sign. NASA has also expressed a strong support for iSpace's Mission 2 with high expectations that a Resilience lander and a tenacious rover will make important contributions to our understanding of the moon, and the Commercial Space Flight Union Federation is working to expand the Earth's economic sphere, reinforce U.S. leadership in aerospace, and inspire the next generation of engineers and explorers. And they are highly valuing the iSpace's continued effort in lunar exploration, and they noted that its innovative technologies and persistence mission progress are advancing the development of the cislunar economy. Thank you, everybody from Washington, and thank you for joining us. And finally, let's connect it to the viewing event at iSpace US headquarters in Denver, Colorado. And as we heard earlier from the team in Washington, iSpace US is currently preparing for Mission 3.
iSpace US crew, are you guys excited about today's landing?
Excited about today's landing, iSpace US crew. I like it. There's just a little bit of a time lag, but the team in Denver is also pumped up too, and absolutely. And let's take a look at the video message from Elizabeth Christ, the CEO of iSpace US.
My name is Elizabeth Christ, CEO of iSpace US. Today marks an important milestone, not just for iSpace, but for our industry and humanity's continued journey beyond Earth. iSpace Mission 2 represents an immense amount of collaboration, persistence, and innovation that has come into this extraordinary mission. I am so grateful and humbled for the iSpace team that has come together